Today, we will collect and analyze data to identify cause and effect relationships between different variables: gravitational attraction and air resistance. I mean, do all objects accelerate toward Earth at the same rate? We will answer this question through the activity Investigate Like a Scientist. The activity title is Gravity and the Law of Motion. Now, before we start, let's welcome our students who are going to join us today. Hello.
Hi,
What is your name, love?
my name is Yasin.
Hello, Yasin. Are you excited about today's lesson?
Yes, of course.
All right. Hello, love.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
What is your name?
Hala.
Are you ready to start today's lesson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that I've welcomed Yasin and Hala with me today, we are going to investigate how falling objects are affected by gravity. Do you remember the force that affects skydivers? Can you answer this question, Yasin?
Yes, air resistance.
Excellent. So how does air resistance affect the motion of objects?
It slows its speed.
It slower down the speed. So today in our investigation, we will experiment how air resistance affect falling objects. إزاي مقاومة الهواء بتأثر في سقوط الأجسام. Now, in order for us to do so, we will use the materials that we have today. I want you now to take a closer look at the materials that I will show you. Now, what is this, guys?
It's a scale.
It's a scale. Yes, excellent job. All right, how about this? As you can see here, what do you think this measures? It looks like what?
A ruler.
It looks like a ruler, exactly. It's an actually meter stick to measure the height of it. Now, let's take a look at the objects that I have here. What about this?
I think it's rubber.
It's a ball made of?
Rubber.
Rubber, excellent job. Now, let's take a look at this ball that I have.
It's a wooden ball.
It's a wooden ball, excellent, Yasin. Let's see, what else do I have here?
It's a metal ball.
It's a metal.
It's a ball made of metal. Excellent. All right, how about this one?
It's plastic.
It's made of plastic. Excellent job, Hala. Okay, and I have here, what do you think this one is?
It's
a
small metal
smaller
ball.
version of
A
the metal.
smaller, yes, it's a smaller size of a metal ball. Now, let's see if I have anything else. Oh, yeah. How about this one?
It's wool.
It's a ball made of?
Wool.
Wool, yes. And what do you think we use this wool for? To make what?
String.
Strings, and finally we can make what?
Clothes.
Clothes, yes, especially in winter. Now that we have different shapes and sizes of these balls and the materials as well, we are going to start our investigation. Now, as we can find here in your books, you will find a table just like that. We are going to form a race between those balls with different shapes and sizes, and we are going to test the gravity and how it affects the motion of these balls or objects, of course. Now, as you can see here, the table, we have the type of the ball, the mass, and which is we're going to measure it in grams. That's why we have used the scale. We've brought the scale with us. And then we're going to write here the size, how we think the size according to the balls that we have already here. And finally, our observations. Now, and we are going to remember that we are going to race. We need to use 2 balls at each race. Now, before we start, what is the first step that we need to do?
Make a prediction.
Exactly, we need to make a prediction first. So we will predict which ball will hit the ground first, and then we're going to list the balls in order from first to last. Take your time to record your predictions in your book. let's experiment our predictions through the investigation that we have. Now, before we start, can you please come and join me?
Yes.
I will give each one of you a mission, a task, all right? So, Hala, you can record here the measurements that we are going to take. Yassine, you will handle the scale. I will hold the meter stick, and I will also check the timer. Remember that we are going to have this race between two balls, all right? Ready? All right. So, we're going to start with, what's this? What did we
wooden
call?
ball.
A wooden ball. Now, let's measure the wooden ball. I will give it to you, Yassine, and you are going to use the scale and measure it. Let's put it on first. Yes. Okay. And let's place the metal ball on the scale. Can you please tell us the measure of this wooden ball?
Yes, 50.
50. All right. Now, let's take a look at this ball. Can you measure this one for us?
Yes. 200.
200 grams. And let's not forget to write the types of the balls. So the first one was a wooden ball,
The second
and this one
metal.
is the
Metal.
metal. Now I'm going to give each ball to you guys, and we need to measure it from the same height. It has to be from the same height. And I'm going to record for you the time that we will take to measure the falling of the ball. All right? Ready? Here you go. There you go. We are going to start from here exactly. Wait a minute. On your marks, start. So what happened? Which ball fell first?
The metal.
The metal ball. All right, let's take a look at the second example that we have. So let's measure this ball. What's the measure of this ball?
20.
20. Let's take a look at this one.
10. See?
Measure it again. What is it?
10.
Let's hold it steady first.
10.
10. All right. So remember, we need to start at the same height, which is here. Here you go, Hala. Come on, from here. Wait a minute. 3, 2, 1, start. So what happened? Which ball fell first?
The rubber one.
Okay, now let's take a look at the third race that we have for today. So we have the woolen ball and the metal. Remember, we need to start at the same height, but before that, we are going to measure them. Thank you, Yassine, for reminding me. Yes. So the metal ball weighs
20.
20 grams.
And the wool?
The woolen ball weighs
10.
10 grams. Okay, so here you go. And on my mark, we are going to start. Yes, exactly right here. 3, 2, 1, start. What happened?
The metal ball fell first.
Yes, the metal ball fell first. So now that we have measured all different sizes of balls, and we use different materials as well, and we used our scale to measure their mass, and after we have recorded everything in our table, I think you can, guys, now go to your desks. So, after doing the experiment, what did you observe, Yassine?
We observed that the metal ball hit first.
Yes, it hit the ball first, but through the same size, although they were both at the same size. Now, why do you think that happened?
Maybe because the ball is heavier?
Exactly, because the surface area of the object is consistent. لأن مساحة سطح الجسم ثابتة. Mass will determine the rate of falling balls. الكتلة هي اللي هتحدد معدل سقوط الكرة. So Hala, you had something to tell us. What was it? What happened to the small ball?
It fell first, even
Yes.
though both are plastic.
Yes, so it fell first, although both were plastic. What does this mean? This means that there are balls that fall fast and other that fall slowly and take longer time to reach the ground. في كور بتاخد وقت أطول عشان توصل للأرض. In our last episode, I asked you to do research on Galileo. What have you found? What did Galileo do, Yasin?
He determined the law of gravity.
Yes, he have found or he formulated the law of gravity. So Galileo said that all objects accelerate toward Earth at the same rate because Earth's force of gravity remains the same. But why had we got different results between balls? Should not they follow Galileo's law?
Because of mass.
Because of the mass and also because of the surface area. Big or small, mass and surface area are related to a very important factor, which is air resistance. Now, let's do a very simple demonstration to understand more about that. Now, here I have a feather. Can you see this feather?
Yes.
And I also have a paper clip. Can you see them both?
Yes.
Now, I want you to try to think what would happen if I dropped them at the same time, at the same distance and time. Which do you think would fall on the table faster?
Of course, the paper clip because it's heavier.
Okay, so before we test it, which will reach first, Hala, to the ground?
The feather will reach first.
The feather will reach first. Now, let's test it. I will hold both objects at the same level to see the distance. Ready?
Yes.
Let's start. So, the clip reached first. Why is that? Because of the air resistance that flows upward. اللي بتأثر عكس اتجاه الجاذبية.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.